Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of Gear and Beer, where we talk about adventure motorcycle gear, all while enjoying a beer with each other. Today, we're gonna be talking about 2 camping pillows that'll keep camping off your motorcycle from being a pain in the neck. See what I did there? Let's get into it. Alright guys, today's beer is from Woodland Empire and it's called City of Trees and it's out of Boise, Idaho. The cool thing about this beer is that all the ingredients are from Idaho, nowhere else, nothing else is imported, and basically it is a pale ale, not an IPA like I normally drink on this channel, but it is a pale ale and it's called City of Trees, and once again all of the ingredients are from Idaho, so that's pretty special about this beer, something cool about it. So yeah, let's pour this out into the glass. And let's get started with these 2 pillows. Look at that. So I've actually never had this beer before, so this is the first time trying it out. Pretty dang good for a pale ale, I'll tell you that. All right, enough about the beer for now. Okay, so real quick, the point of this video is not to compare these 2 pillows and tell you which one is the best, in my opinion, but it's to tell you 2 great options that will allow you to be comfortable next time you go out on one of your camping trips. The first one we'll talk about is the Nemo Philo. And what this is, obviously you can see it's pretty compact. It's about the size, I don't know, maybe of like a Nerf football, maybe a little smaller. 3/4 size of an Nalgene bottle, maybe. But what's cool about this pillow is it is compact. It comes in its own little stash sack here, and the sack itself stays attached, so you don't have to be looking for it once you want to put it away. Another cool thing about it is that one side has this memory foam layer, and the other side is this kind of the more slick material, I guess. The stuff sack just stuffs right inside the pillow. It's got this little Velcro tab there to hold it all inside. And as you can see, it's a pretty good sized pillow. I'd say maybe 18 inches by 11 or 12 inches. The full dimensions will be down below in the description, but just base it off what I'm looking at now. That's about what it is. So it also has this inflator here that you use by mouth, and it only takes about 2 breaths to blow it up. And that's it. It's completely full, and you just kind of push on it with your mouth to lock it in. And another nice thing about this is not only is it a decent size, but you can adjust the firmness by the valve. So you're just gonna barely let it out and adjust the firmness of the pillow. And again, cool thing about this pillow is it has a memory foam layer on one side and kind of this slick material on the other. I would say the slick material is kind of a negative because when you have it on your sleeping bag, it just wants to kind of slide around a little bit. This pillow is made for the Nemo Forte sleeping bag, or the Nemo line of sleeping bags. The Nemo line of sleeping bags has a pocket inside the head area that this can actually go in to where it locks it in and it doesn't move around. So that's pretty neat. Obviously you could put other pillows inside of that, but it's specifically made for this one. So if you have the Nemo sleeping bag like the Forte or any of the other sleeping bags that Nemo makes, this should fit right inside the head part of it. One thing I'll notice about this one versus some of the other pillows, especially the inflated pillows, is that when you're sleeping on it, because it has this memory foam layer and this like microfiber layer on it, it's very quiet. So you don't get that crunchy or that loud inflated pillow sound when you have your ear on it if you're a side sleeper. So that's definitely a benefit. It's a very quiet, and I think it's a very comfortable pillow. I do wish it packed down a tiny bit smaller, because when you compare it to this one does pack down super small, but again, it doesn't, because it has that that cushy memory foam layer. And this is pretty much my favorite pillow I have ever owned. Super comfortable, and again, packs down small, very lightweight, and it's washable. So if you let all the air out of it, you can take the inside out. It's got this foam layer inside. Like I said, you can take the entire inside out, throw the cover in the washer, and it's good as new. That way, when you get done with your 10-day long camping trip and you haven't showered and you've been putting your face on this for the last 10 days, you can get the stank out of it. Moving on to the next pillow that I used. It is the Sea to Summit Eros pillow. This is the premium large version. And my favorite thing about this pillow is that it's really compact. It's about the size of a baseball. Again, no weight to it at all. Man, that's a good beer. And it's got this little hook strap on it to where if you needed to hook it with a D-ring or anything like that. Again, you'll notice that pretty much anything that I use for camping is usually in the backpacking line of gear, because backpacking gear is made to be extremely compact and extremely light. So all of this stuff will double for backpacking gear. I mean, it's actually made for backpacking, so it really technically doubles for motorcycle gear. But being able to have the compact versions of these things makes them extremely useful. So let's open this one up, little drawstring here. Now the difference in this one is that the little cinch sack does not stay with the pillow, so try not to lose it when it's in your tent. We'll set that off to the side. And this pillow is pretty good size too. In comparison, both of them deflated. You have your Nemo pillow here, and you have your Sea to Summit pillow, and they're dang near identical as far as the size goes. One other thing you'll notice really quick, or that I noticed really quick, you can't really feel this because you're watching this from your computer or your phone, but again, this really soft microfiber material feels really good on your head whenever you're laying on it. Now, one of the differences in this pillow versus the other is that, this one, like I said, has this little mouth filling valve. This one also has a mouth valve, but it's got two different valves in one. So the main valve empties all of the air out, and the smaller valve is your fill valve. Now, it actually has a little check valve inside there. There's that little blue thing. So making the adjustments for your comfort is extremely easy. You can actually do it in the middle of the night and not have to worry about letting too much out and then having to blow it back up. But again, this one is about 2 breaths. Two and a half. And again, with that valve, that check valve, the valve is still open, but no air is coming out. So that's super nice. So one of the first things you'll notice when it's inflated is it has this almost like a horseshoe shape. And this pillow is mainly designed for side sleepers. That way, whenever you're sleeping on your side, it kind of cradles your shoulder and you can, have your face and everything resting on it. Again, extremely lightweight, nice and plush. There are a little bit of ribs inside here, I guess, for kind of cradling your head. I don't think you can see those in the camera. Maybe you can see one right there. But yeah, so it's got the ribs inside there that keep your head kind of in the center of the pillow. And then the other side, again, also it's this microfiber material. My con with this pillow is, if you listen, it's very crunchy. So, being a side sleeper, having this on here and you move your head around, you can kind of hear the crunchiness of it all night. It's a very small nitpick, but it is something that you do notice as far as the difference goes. I do really like this pillow. It is, when it comes down to it, it's a toss-up between the two as far as comfort goes. They're both really comfortable. I'm gonna blow this one back up so we can kind of compare the two inflated. Now, comparing the two inflated, again, they're almost the exact same size. This one seems to be a touch taller, and it's mainly because of that horseshoe shape. But as far as thickness goes, they're about the same thickness. What I would say the difference is in the two is that this one has a really sharp taper to it, and this one is more squared on the end. So I think this pillow, the Sea to Summit pillow, kind of keeps your head in the middle of the pillow all night, while the other one you have the opportunity to maybe roll off the edge of it or have it slide around with that slick material if you're not using a sleeping bag that holds it in the middle. Well guys, that's pretty much it. There isn't a whole lot you can talk about when you're talking about pillows. You have your Sea to Summit pillow here that's extremely light, very compact, mainly for side sleepers. Downside is it's a little bit crunchy. And then you have your Nemo pillow that has that nice plush memory foam layer on it. Again, very compact. I would say the con with this one is, though, it is not as compact as some. And really the con to both of these pillows is the price. Now I will say there are cheaper options of inflatable pillows on Amazon and other websites. You can even go as cheap as to just taking a t-shirt and throwing some clothes in it and using that while you're inside your tent or your sleeping bag. But I will say that'll never be as comfortable as an inflatable pillow or a small pillow or travel pillow. So if you want to be comfortable whenever you're out and on your adventures, just pick up a pillow. It'll change your life, I promise. It'll make camping out in the backcountry on your rides so much more enjoyable. Well guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for joining me this episode of Gear and Beer. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you use on your camping trips for a pillow, if anything. And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as that bell icon so you know when new videos like this are released. If this video was of any value to you, make sure and give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.